Well, this year's Mira Award winner for Scale-up of the Year is Zylo, the Indianapolis-based software as a service management company, growing faster than ever and with more now on what's fueling growth. I'm pleased to be joined by CEO Eric Christopher. As always, Eric, great to see you.
Great to see you.
And congratulations on the richly deserved award. 2017, and I think we probably did some things back around then when you founded the company. First company to recognize that organizations need to really better manage their software, right?
Yeah. So way back in 2015, 2016, companies just really didn't realize they had a challenge with managing software, and we started a whole category of helping companies manage all of their software as a service subscriptions.
Talk about how that works and the fact that you basically did create a category.
Yeah. From the consumer side, many of us at home are managing subscriptions, like you might have your Apple iTunes subscription, Spotify. So families have a hard time managing their subscriptions. So imagine a big company where every employee now is a buyer of software, and they're buying Zoom licenses and DocuSign and Slack. IT and finance just don't have a really good way of managing it all. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we created as a way to manage their software. Think of us as like the mint.com for SaaS.
Yeah, that's good. Talk about what's really fueling growth, because again, 2022, uncertain economic times, certainly. You raised $36.5 million in a Series C round. Big numbers. What's really driving it?
We've been around for 7 years, and we've been through a lot of different cycles. But early on, there was a rise of software subscriptions. So just companies in general have been buying over the last decade more and more software. And you see some of those successes here locally, like ExactTarget and others. So a lot of products have just been being purchased. So we've had that as a core reason. Then through the pandemic, it accelerated. Everybody with work from home needed more tools. So companies bought 2 to 3 times the software they needed. Now we're in these economic uncertain times with rising interest rates and just not really sure what's ahead. So many companies are pulling back. And so some of our growth now is companies are kind of waking up that they need to run more efficiently, and maybe think about how much software they actually have and look to even reduce it.
Talk about some of your customers. You've got some of the biggest names in business.
Yeah, we've got companies of all different industries and all over the world. We have some here in Indianapolis, like Lilly, and some traditional, what I call traditional enterprises like Biogen and AbbVie, Nike, and we also have some awesome cloud type brands like Coupa, Spotify, Calendly, which are kind of recognizable cloud names.
Talk about growth in terms of employees, because you have grown from that idea several years ago into a substantial company.
Yeah, it's been fun. We were once, around a table the size that we're sitting at now today. We're a little over 130 employees, and we're continuing to grow. We're just fresh off of capital, so we're excited to what's ahead for more growth.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but you don't like to get too far ahead of things. But you're looking at some growth, perhaps substantial growth employee-wise.
Yeah, we think so. If we hit the type of revenue milestones and things that we have, we may raise more capital. We may turn our sights towards just kind of becoming more efficient. So we'll kind of see how the next few years go. But we could be adding hundreds of jobs here, over the next few years.
I'm going to wrap up here. And before we go, though, you've been passionate about supporting Indianapolis and more broadly Indiana as a tech hub, as a place where you can grow companies. You're obviously a tech company in a big growth trajectory. Talk about what it's like to grow your company, to grow a technology-based company in Indiana.
I'm proud to be here in Indianapolis, and I think we have an opportunity. I think Zylo, we're fortunate enough to sit on a national or even global stage with the companies we just mentioned. We were able to raise capital from really top-tier venture firms from really now all over the country, but we have Bessemer Ventures and Menlo in the Bay Area. We have Boston and Chicago-based investors. So it's rewarding to be in Indianapolis, a place where being at the Mira Awards and winning the Scale-up and being here, and also knowing that we're really kind of impacting and showcasing the city to others is really fun. So we have a lot of advantages here, and we're using them.
We'll look forward to following your story. Eric Christopher, the CEO at Zylo, the Scale-up of the Year at the Mira Awards. Congratulations. Talk to you soon.
Great. Thanks.